Hello, 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 and welcome to the second channel for Tales from the Trip. I'm your host, the Trip Keeper, and on today's video, we are going to be reading a story about how this guy was scammed out of $10,000 while tripping on what, you may ask? Carfentanil. No, LSD. Classic LSD. Don't massacre my boy Acid. He did nothing wrong. He's a good boy. He's a good man. Acid, he's never hurt me before. If anything, I hurt myself. No. Haven't done acid in a while. Don't plan on doing it anytime soon. And maybe this story will make me not want to do it even more. Haven't read it. Skimmed through it a little bit, but we're going to find out together, basically. Like I said before, I don't like to read the stories before I go into it because I want to get my reaction and you guys get the same reaction as I do, unless you already saw this. I mean, there's 387 upvotes from 10 days ago. So maybe one of you already seen this, which is very possible, but, most of you probably not. All right. Like I said, scammed out of $10,000 while tripping. Let's get this thing started. Whenever I would read stories like that online, I would think, how the hell can you fall victim to this? It's so obvious. I'm a guy in my 20s who works on computers all day, and that is online pretty much all day. You know my pet peeves about this. What did they do wrong? What did they do wrong? You know. Work on computers all day, and that is online pretty much all day. 2 all days in one sentence. Come on. Do better. Do better. All it takes is one moment of inattention, and you can easily fall into this. It doesn't happen only to old people. My grandma was freaking out one day. I had to call her and tell her, like, hey, don't tell them any information. She was like screaming, like, oh my, they need my numbers, they need everything. I'm like, Grandma, calm down. It's a scam. But yeah. And she goes to the casino a lot, and that's a scam. Anyway, it was a Saturday. I had taken around 120 to 180 micrograms. I do it almost all weekend, and most of the time take around 50 micrograms. Here, for some reason, I had taken a bit more. At 4 p.m., after going to the gym and eating, some guy called me. So did he take the acid before he went to the gym? That's an experience right there. That doesn't sound fun to me, especially now. Usually I never respond, but what the hell? My phone doesn't register this number as a scam, and maybe it's important. Fucking phone. This could all been avoided if your phone would have told you it was a scam. Maybe the LSD made me nicer, and I thought I should answer. Your heart was in the right place. Some guy speaking perfectly my language tells me he's from my bank and that some suspicious transaction of a couple of $1,000s had been made on my account from overseas. I was totally taken aback as I had this happen to me for real. The guy, again speaking perfectly and being nice, explains that they will cancel those transactions and will need to secure my account with me. Well, they're just looking out for you, that's all. At this point, I was suspicious. I told him that I thought it was weird that the bank would call me and how I could trust that this was true. No worries, the guy said. He totally understood. I'm glad that he understands here. He gave me a ton of infos on myself that only my bank could know. Name, family name, address, where my account is, and most importantly, my bank account number. Well, if they had all that information, they should have stole it before. I have no idea how they got those infos. I don't know why he's abbreviating information. Well, how he got those infos? How did he get those infos, hoes? At this point, I thought, yeah, maybe that's them. And then where there's a couple $1,000s threat missing from your account hovering over your head, I trusted him. Being on acid, yeah, definitely doesn't help the situation. Not to go into details as it would be long, I stupidly gave him 2 SMS number confirmation and the guy had access to my account. Trust me, whenever I think of me telling him those numbers, I want to bang my head on a wall, repeatedly. That was my moment of weakness, beside the fact that I should have hung up ASAP. Not to blame it on LSD, but honestly, I was just in a total daze with the guy speaking to me. The thought of being a scam, having to follow instructions, and the LSD. Those guys are really, really good at it. They make you write numbers. Write numbers. Temporarily access code that are totally fake to gain your trust and make you waste time while they do their things. They're professionals. If you're not in my contacts or I'm not expecting a number to call me, I don't answer it. That's just how I am. I never answer phone calls I don't know. I always get I get about 3 every day that are from random cities in Ohio. It's like, dude, I'm not going to answer this. Luckily, I was connected on my phone and my PC while they thought I was only on my phone. I refreshed the page on my PC and see $10,000 being drained in real time. My heart stopped beating for a good 5 seconds when I saw the missing money. I went mute and hurried up to change my password ASAP. At this point, my account got disconnected, and I don't know if he still had access to the account or if he got disconnected. I hung up ASAP, but he had a good 10 minutes with all access to my account. I went to the police to file a report in the evening. Of course, the guy does this on a Saturday evening, knowing perfectly that in my country, the only time I'd be able to contact my bank will be on a Tuesday morning. This was the worst weekend of my life. With my bank, if you put 3 times the incorrect password, they will resend me a new code by post letter. So I had no visibility on my account for a couple of days. Yeah, I mean, as stupid as this guy was, I would not want to be in that situation. Definitely the acid affected him for this. But yeah, you still should know. I mean, acid probably would make you more suspicious of it, and you would avoid it. But I know if I got a call on acid, I wouldn't answer it. Even if it was somebody I knew, I would not answer a phone call. Because I'd be hearing the sounds inside the phones that aren't usually there. And you'd just be like, what's that background noise? And there is no background noise. Strangely, when I realized what was happening, I thought being on LSD would make everything worse, but it somehow made things a little bit better, as the next morning I felt worse. While on LSD, I was a bit stoic at some random moment, which even surprised me, and I was randomly hopeful that they didn't steal everything, but I will stop LSD for some time just in case. I cried a shit ton. I don't make a lot of money, but I'm very frugal and I'm able to save up quite a lot. I'm lucky that my parents were able to put me in a position where I started working with no debt, so I'm saving a lot. Dude, I'm telling you, if I lived with my mom still, I'd have a shit ton of money. But all these bills, house payment, man, everything. I could be so much more rich right now, but I'm not. It's like, it pisses me off. Every time I get to a good amount, they're like, oh, your house is going to cave in. Oh, you got, your toilet's going to explode. Oh, your cat threw up blood. Oh, your refrigerator is talking back to you in Russian. There's always something, there's always something you got to pay for. Oh, speaking of Ozzy. Hello, Ozzy. What are you doing? You want to read the story? He said no. He's like, fuck you. You don't pay me. Hey, I'll give you $2. I'll give you $2, Ozzy. Here, speak right into the mic. Come on. Say something. Say something right there. Right there. He said, you can't scam me, bitch. All right, Ozzy, I got to finish this. Oh, my God. He just rubbed up against the mic. All right, stay over there. All right, where was I at? No debt, so I'm saving a lot. I thought I had lost everything. My family was really supportive and told me to prepare for the worst, which was a bank account of $0.0. I cried randomly in the shower, or at night I would wake up thinking about me giving him the numbers. I think I was more upset about me being a stupid idiot than the money lost. In the end, they managed to take $10,000 only. This is another pet peeve I have. I don't think I mentioned in the pet peeve video. Ozzy, you're going to rub up against the X and you're going to exit out the page. Don't do that. You've done it before. Let's move you. Just stay right there, okay? Just sit down, relax, drink a beer. Or I could drink a beer. Okay, so my pet peeve is like when you say stupid idiot or dumb idiot or a idiot. Like, you're just making yourself even more stupid by saying that. Because you know what? Why would you call someone or you a stupid idiot? That's like double, you know. Maybe, I mean, I guess that's what they are if they're using it. But it's just an idiot. You can call yourself stupid, but you're not a stupid idiot. You know, that just like that cancels out. That's like two negatives equal a positive. You know, it doesn't sound right. And then yeah, when people say it's. I start dying laughing when this person I know would say, that person is a idiot. Like, I'm just laughing to myself, and she just doesn't even know what I'm laughing at. It's because you're supposed to say an idiot, and yeah. But I never say anything because I want to keep it going every time, because they say it a lot, and it's funny when they do it every time. So is that kind of like psychopathic? Fuck scammers, fuck those guys. I wish them the worst. This experience really made me hate them even more, especially when you know they scam some old people life-saving or money they save for their kids. Fuck them again. I wish they all died. That could be a nice, like, fucking bass drop sound right there. Fuck them again. I wish they all died. As you can see, not very good in the music scene. The good news is my bank was able to give me back the $5,000, but I'm still waiting and missing for the rest of it. Still, it's a hassle. I want to say I'm an idiot, but those scams are everywhere and will only get worse with AI. I never thought in a million years that me, a young dude that works with computers, would fall for it. Will never answer any random phone number. Just want to share one of the worst weekends of my life. Yep. Basically, the life lesson here is just don't answer the phone, even if it's someone you know, because it's probably a scammer from a different country who's like, oh, hello, we're going to take $50 billion from you. Wait, I have $50 billion? Yeah, you do. I'm going to take it. Oh, so now I don't. You're right. I took it. I'm spending money on prostitutes and cocaine. Isn't that right, Ozzy? You want some prostitutes or cocaine or both? I think that means he wants more than just that. He wants to be shit on. Hey, can you stop knocking over my Lexapro? He's like reminding me to take it. I take it at 6 in the morning when I wake up. These scams are getting really good. It's scary. My mom fell for it recently. They snatched her credit card from the mailbox, called her and said they needed to verify her social security number to activate the card. They used it. Like, I could see myself falling for this so easily. A company recently called me and asked for money and asked to verify if they were legit. The woman was upset. She was like, why would I lie? Lady, you're asking for money? Shit's crazy out there. That was one of the comments. Yeah, I mean, I guess they are getting better out there, especially with the guy I said with AI and shit. Oh my God, listen to this one. My mom had a friend who lost her husband a few years ago. A scammer got a hold of her and drained her whole inheritance that she had from her husband. Oh my God. The scammer took over $400,000 from her. And the worst thing about it all was that the dude messages her every time with brand new clothes and watches that he bought with the money. It's sad because this woman was just lonely and wanted some love, and the dude took advantage of her. Yeah. I mean, that's like one of the worst things you could do. Those people deserve to like burn in hell. Like we could burn them on earth too. That's horrible. Did she ever recover any of the money and the balls in the guy to send her pics? I would honestly, if that happened to me, I would find any way to find whoever that is. Like I know it's very secretive, but you got to know some person out there who's going to be able to find them. She never did. The awful thing is that her husband was the one who had the high-paying job, and she was a stay-at-home mom, so she stuck with a horrible job to make it up. Nothing could be done to the dude since he lived in another country, and the banks couldn't even refund her. It's downright disgusting what these people do. Yeah. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. But yeah, that was I was about to say a nice story, but I don't know why I would say it was a nice story. That was an interesting story. Yeah, just like I said, life lesson: don't answer the phone. You'll be fine. If there's ever like a scam that if you feel like something's a scam, just ask them. Be like, "Is this a scam? What are you trying to do to me?" Because you should know. Because you know a lot of businesses and banks like to send out warnings like, "Hey, if you ever get something from here, do not do anything with it. I get that from my electric company too, and like yeah, every email they send me when I have to pay. Just make sure it's legit and it's not from some fake ass website, fake ass phone number." Um, Ozzy is just chilling. But yeah, that was that story. What'd you guys think? Give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Oh my God, what are you doing?